Today, today we acknowledge. Today we accept. Today we take ownership. Ownership of ourselves. Ownership of ourselves as our breath. Ownership of the language that we use to convert our breath into our experiences. The language of declaring that our breath is our spirit. The words that we use to describe our breath. God, human, divine, sovereign, all these are words we use to package our breath. Our breath which is sponsoring our bodies, sponsoring our planet, sponsoring our cosmos. For our breath is our all-inclusive organism, our all-inclusive organism which we are using our words to wrap, to package, to utilize. You see, your breath, spirit, God, sovereign, human, divine self is what you are already. No one can reverse their breath. No one can reverse the energy that is their breath. And so when I say to myself, I am my physical breath, spirit, God, human, divine energy, I am wrapping myself up in a consumable form. Because every form that I'm looking at is a form of their breath. Whatever we call that form, whether we call it spirit, we call it energy, whatever we call that form, that breath is able to support and take the traffic and fulfill us. All we have to do is to make sure that what we're saying is something we passionately trust. So I invite you now, embrace yourself and say to yourself, I am my breath, naming myself as my spirit, my God, my planet, my cosmos. For all of what I'm looking at, all of the images and the forms that I'm looking at are forms of my breath. Without my breath, I could not exist. Without my breath, my world would cease to exist. Without my breath, my planet would cease to exist for me. So take a conscious deep breath now. Take a conscious deep breath now. Take a conscious deep breath. and recognize that your language is your utensils. Your language is your utensils that you're using to convert your breath, which you call your spirit, which you call your God, which you call your humanity, which you call your planet, which you call your cosmos. Everything you use your word to frame and fashion, your breath will fill that form. So when you say, my breath is my spirit, your breath will fill that word that you just used and enable you to feel the full extent of what you're saying. When you say, my breath is my God, your breath will fill that word to its capacity and you'll feel it. When you say, I am one with my humanity, your breath will fill that term and enable you to feel the connection that exists, that bond that exists between you and all of the rest of the humans around you. Your breath will put an end to the idea that you're divided, that you're separated from those around you. Your breath will put an end to the illusion that you're separate from your neighbor. Your breath, Spirit, God, will put an end to all the conspiracy theories that you feel around you and that you manifest on your own. For your breath is your spirit, your God, your energy that is able and is converting your words into your experiences. Remember, we said earlier, the BWM formula is recognizing that your breath is the initial energy. Your words are what convert that initial energy into the forms that you see. And all of the manifestations, for all manifestations are manifestations of your breath. So it's important for you to take a look at your language. For what you submit to your breath is what your breath will manifest for you to experience. What you are submitting to your breath now is what your breath is using to manifest as your experience. You are indeed the BWM, the breath, the word, and the manifestation of the word that you're using to create your experiences right now. Remember, your breath is your authority. Remember, your breath is your energy. Willingly fulfilling all of the words that you submit to it. So that when you say, I am my physical breath, spirit, God, energy, breathing and pulsating consciously and spiraling into fullest consciousness of myself as all of my images that I'm looking at, all of my colors that I'm seeing, all of my textures that I'm feeling, all of my foods, that I'm tasting, all of my sound which I'm hearing and making. You are presented with the authentic reality of what you are as your breath and all of the words you're using, your spirit, your God, your everything. And anything you want to manifest, your breath is gladly manifesting for you. So do a fact check. Do a fact check now. What are you experiencing? What am I contributing? What words am I using? What words am I submitting to my breath so that my breath is manifesting this experience for me? And as you breathe consciously, your breath will recycle the conditions that you don't like. You submit the new word, your breath will take that word and manifest as your experience. When you say, my breath is my happiness, your breath will take that word and convert it and mobilize all of its resources to generate happiness in your life. When you say, my breath is my spirit, your breath will take that word and mobilize all the energies, all the frequencies in your environment, in the ocean in which you live, and enable you to feel your authenticity. You are the doctor in your house. Your breath is the power of yourself, the power that is manifesting and maintaining your cosmos, your body, your planet. There's no way around this reality. There's no way out of it. And why would you want to get out of your breath anyway, when your breath is everything? Take a conscious deep breath now and get used to the magical powers of your breath, of the language you submit to your breath, the power of your breath to convert those languages into the experiences you're having. My mind goes back to my friend Job in the Bible, who made a confession. He said, everything that I have thought about has become my experience. Everything that I have thought about has become my experience. Job was speaking for all of us. The only thing that can become your experience is the things you think and imagine and speak about. The cosmos is not a judge. The cosmos is not a vengeful judge with intentions of punishment, of punishing you. The cosmos is your lover. The cosmos is your lover that loves you and wants you to love yourself. As you sing your chorus, happy birthday to me and you and all of us. And make this chorus your foundation, for it will convert the resources of the breath into your experiences. Have fun, have fun, have fun.